If you want to understand the future of business, don't look at Wall Street. Look at your shopping cart. Because right now, the biggest transformation in the US economy isn't happening in boardrooms or factories. It's happening in the way people buy. From the grocery aisle to e-commerce, from luxury to fast fashion, consumer behavior is changing faster than at any point in modern history. And the companies that don't keep up, that still assume customers think and shop the way they did even 5 years ago, are about to get left behind. The pandemic, inflation, social media, and technology didn't just disrupt how people shop. They rewired what people value. And the new consumer doesn't just want convenience, they want connection, control, and confidence. Let's break down how the American shopper is evolving, and what every business needs to understand before it's too late. First, the age of conscious spending. Consumers aren't just buying, they're deciding what kind of world they want to fund. From sustainability to social justice to supply chain transparency, people want to know where their money goes and what it stands for. Millennials and Gen Z especially are leading this charge. They're more likely to pay extra for sustainable packaging, local production, or ethical labor practices. They'll abandon brands that fake it and reward those that mean it. This is what experts call value-based consumption. It's not about price, it's about principle. And that's why companies like Patagonia, Allbirds, and even smaller eco-conscious startups are outperforming traditional competitors. They don't just sell products, they sell alignment with the customer's beliefs. So for businesses, the question isn't just, what do we offer? It's, what do we represent? Second, the return of rational frugality. After years of post-pandemic splurging, Americans are tightening their belts again. Inflation, housing costs, and credit card debt are forcing consumers to rethink their spending habits. But here's what's interesting. They're not simply cutting back. They're getting smarter. People are trading down in some areas, like groceries and everyday essentials, but still splurging on what matters to them emotionally: travel, experiences, and self-care. It's the new selective spending economy. Shoppers aren't buying more, they're buying better. They're researching before every purchase, comparing across apps, and reading reviews like analysts. It's a mix of thrift and taste, where saving money and living well coexist. This shift is forcing businesses to think differently about pricing. Discounts no longer impress people. Value does. A brand that's transparent about quality or craftsmanship can charge more and still earn loyalty, while one that hides behind gimmicks loses trust overnight. Third, the digital-first default. Online shopping isn't new, but what's new is how it's becoming embedded into daily life. We don't go online to shop anymore. We're always online, and shopping just happens along the way. Social commerce, buying directly through Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, is exploding. Live stream shopping is normal in Asia, and now surging in the US. One viral TikTok video can sell out a product nationwide in hours. And with AI-powered recommendations, people are no longer browsing. They're being curated. Amazon, Walmart, and Shopify are integrating predictive AI to anticipate what customers want before they even search for it. Soon, shopping will feel less like buying and more like being understood. The companies that personalize the experience without overstepping privacy will dominate the next decade. But this comes with a catch. Expectations are higher than ever. Fast shipping, easy returns, flawless design. They're no longer luxuries. They're the baseline. Consumers have zero patience for friction. They expect big brand convenience with small business authenticity. And that's a hard balance to strike. Fourth, the collapse of brand loyalty. Once upon a time, loyalty was everything. If your parents used a brand, chances are you did too. Not anymore. Today's consumers switch brands faster than ever. Not because they're disloyal, but because they have options. Endless choice means no brand is untouchable. You can have a great reputation one month and be forgotten the next. This era of fluid loyalty is reshaping marketing itself. Customers don't want to be sold to. They want to be part of a story. That's why storytelling, authenticity, and community building are now the new advertising. Look at how skincare brands like The Ordinary, tech brands like Nothing, or even beverage companies like Liquid Death built cult-like followings. They didn't just sell, they connected. They spoke directly, used humor, built identity, and made people feel seen. That's how loyalty is built today. One moment, one meme, one shared belief at a time. Fifth, the experience economy is back, but different. People are realizing something. Owning things doesn't make them as happy as doing things. But here's the twist. They still want products. They just want them wrapped in experiences. That's why brands are merging retail with entertainment. Think pop-up stores, immersive events, or interactive digital campaigns. Nike turns shopping into gaming. Starbucks transforms coffee runs into lifestyle moments. Even small businesses are creating experiential moments, from local tasting nights to personalized online consultations. The future of commerce isn't transactional, it's emotional. The more you make people feel something, the more they'll spend, and the longer they'll stay. Sixth, the rise of the quiet consumer. Here's a trend almost no one saw coming. While social media amplifies loud trends, there's a growing wave of quiet consumers. People who buy discreetly, avoid hype, and prioritize calm, authentic experiences. They're rejecting over-marketing and overstimulation. They're drawn to minimalist brands, local artisans, and companies that feel genuine. This subtle shift is reshaping branding itself. The most powerful marketing tool today isn't shouting louder. It's earning trust quietly. Transparency, honesty, and consistency beat gimmicks every time. What does this all mean for businesses? It means the consumer has more power than ever, and less patience than ever. They expect brands to know them, respect them, and evolve with them. They reward companies that reflect their values, and ignore the ones that fake it. And they'll switch loyalty in seconds if you fail to deliver. For businesses, survival now depends on three things: listening deeply, adapting quickly, and caring authentically. Every trend, every data point, every review, it's feedback in real time. The question is whether you're paying attention. Because the modern consumer isn't just buying products anymore. They're buying purpose, personalization, and proof. So yes, consumer behavior is changing, but it's not random. It's rational, emotional, and deeply human. The companies that understand that duality, that people want both efficiency and empathy, will define the next decade of business. The future of commerce doesn't belong to the loudest brand in the room. It belongs to the one that listens the best. Because when consumers change, the entire market shifts. And right now, that shift is already underway.